Before we get into the video, for those of y'all who don't know what's going on in this video, I'm gonna just give y'all a quick explanation. I mean, I'm assuming if you click the video, you know what's going on. But basically, this girl in the video that we reacting to, she cheated on her boyfriend, Kenneth. He's like a TikTok guy, like a streamer or whatever. And she cheated on him with her blood cousin. So after this situation happened, she been off of social media for a while. And this is her response right here to everything that happened. So we're just gonna get straight into it. What's good with y'all boys? It's your boy Jayy. Now I'm back with another video. We're just gonna see what she gotta say, cause I'm really interested to see what she's about to say. Cause what is she gonna say that's gonna excuse cheating? Oh, like just cheating is one thing, but like cheating on someone with your blood cousin, bro. Let's just get into it.
To say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex.
You can apologize, but there's nothing you can say that's gonna change anything. Like, you would have been better off staying quiet, honestly. Like that's
I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem.
Listen, you saw how she said "but" right there. Look.
When I did what I did. But
look, she's apparently taking accountability for what she did, right? But when she says "but," like she's trying to like excuse her actions, like trying to justify it, you know. Low-key a manipulation tactic is something I peep.
Relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes.
At least she's seeking professional help. I ain't gonna keep pausing it, but professional help is more than, like, she needs more than that.
Reflect on what I've done and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story, because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name, and I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false, because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother.
Just go inside, sleep. Car's new day. Okay, I mean.
Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother.
My mother.
This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend, and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on, where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him, and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic.
Toxic behavior towards me in my live streams. She was trying to keep it private, probably because she was messing with her cousin. That's what I think.
I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex.
Wait, who's Snowcone? Let's just look this up real quick. Snow cone streamer. Who is this? I never heard of a snow cone. This girl. I don't think I've seen her before. Anyways.
I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and...
She said she was involuntarily put in, but like, I feel like they don't just throw you in there for no reason, you know, you feel me? Like, I feel like she would have had to have done something that would make the hospitals think she gotta go in there, you know. So I feel like there's probably like something she's not saying. I feel like she probably did harm herself, but maybe she thought like they was doing too much. I don't know.
Made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be.
Okay. Alright. So she about to expose him. Let's see. I don't think anything that he did personally is gonna top messing around with your blood cousin. Let's see though.
We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal.
Yeah.
But what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing...
Alright, first of all I want to say, these are alleged allegations because she has no proof of yet that he actually did that. We got proof she was messing around with her cousin, so she could say this, but it's alleged. Unless she has some sort of proof, like, I don't see no bruises or anything, so I'ma just assume none of this happened unless she shows receipts, honestly.
What I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
So graphic is trying to lie. Alright, she's showing receipts, but like I'm trying to like make sure like I'm sticking with my nigga Kenneth unless I see some undeniable proof. But like this is just a video of blood on the floor. For all we know, this could be something else. Like I ain't trying to sound like Jayy, defend anybody. You feel me? But we got solid proof from Kenneth that she did stuff with her cousin. So let me just shut up and keep watching. Let's see.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of trying to get my ex to change to no avail.
Yeah, man, I passed last night. Can I give me a brief overview why you broke up with Kenneth? I could tell, but I finished at 3 a.m. He lost the road because of his problems he never able to fix. So I was putting hopes on myself into a relationship. I loved him, give my trust. Hoping he changed, but he never did. So after a talk, we have an argument of stubbornness. He will never change. So stubbornness will broke up to this girl. So sounds like they broke up because they were arguing too much. Like, do right now we break up and that's done playing. We bullshit, so that's sure I'm wrong for this shit I'm not putting up with. You can repeatedly hurt me, but you get to claim you love me, right? You get to claim you tried, right? I can forgive you as many times as humanly possible, and you can remain the same man, right? I can go through hell and back and still be the one to try and repair what we had, be the one to come back. I hope you rot in hell.
I left.
It's crazy.
Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to. Here's proof of my.
I started shaking when I seen your text. I still am. I hope you rot in hell. I've been in hell for these past 11 days. I've been experiencing hell on earth. I was just thinking about you right now. You text me right now, God? Bro, what?
Ex admitting to his anger issues.
Right now I feel absolutely tarnished and destroyed in life. I don't even feel like I deserve to talk to you right now because of what I put you through. I wish after my countless promises that I kept them and yada yada. Not gonna tell what fast I'm going through, trying to manipulate you, feel bad for me. Pride and issues. So I thought this is what I've been telling people. I'm so fucked up for that. I was never looking at a picture you made me a few years ago. Make such a sweet girl cry. How could I do something so bad to such a lovable woman? Okay, so maybe she actually is telling the truth, because it sounds like he's admitting to something. How could I make such a sweet girl cry? How could I do something so bad to such a lovable woman? These 11 days have been full of emotion. I've seen this video.
And admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
Not gonna lie, if y'all want to pause the screen and read it, y'all can. I don't want to hold y'all up too long. So y'all could pause and read these text messages.
I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings.
She sent it to her mother. Dang,
and he made
it's not looking good for Kenneth, bro. Honestly, they both in a crazy wrong. But no, hold on, I'm gonna just keep
it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like I'm losing my mind, though. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy.
I mean, I don't understand what this is trying to prove, though.
I think like
Especially
a lot of stuff has been going on like in my life. Like I need to stop pretending and not. I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm at a breaking point in my life right now. But it's not your problem at all. At all. But
I don't understand what's the point of her showing this right here, like to show that she was upset after she broke up with him, like
yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed.
alright, so the part where she said in the beginning where she was like, oh, they voluntarily put me in the suicide watch or whatever it is. She said like they did it for like no reason or something like that. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounded like. But it sounded like she needed to be there based on what she's saying right now. So I feel like she kind of like, you know, just contradicted herself a bit, but maybe it don't matter too much.
In this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe...
Nah, death threats is crazy. Like, obviously, if it's public that you're messing around with your cousin, whether you slept with him or you didn't, like, alright, death threats is crazy. Like, no one should be getting death threats about something like that. Yeah, it's crazy, but, you know, honestly, bro, I understand the cyberbullying. Me, personally, I'm not the type of nigga to harass people or anything like that. But if you're like a famous figure, you know, and you get exposed for messing around with your cousin, like, cyberbullying, you should expect it, bro. Like, she said she expected it, but it didn't seem like she was prepared for it.
Bringing all of this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it.
Alright, you know, I can respect that she's trying to redeem herself and like atone for her sins and everything like that, but like, let's be for real, bro. Like, you're gonna be known for messing around with your cousin, so who is gonna be motivated by you? That's like the only thing. Like, my concern is, you know, at least she's not, you know, her mental being seems to be okay. That's the best part. But like, realistically, bro, like, who's gonna listen to someone or be motivated by someone who's known for messing around with your cousin, bro? Like before this, I've seen her on TikTok and clips and stuff like that, but that's all. But now I just know her as a girl who slept around with her cousin, whether she did or not. She's the girl who messed with her cousin, so I don't know how people gonna take her seriously.
I will be back to streaming, and I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time. And thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience and the things that I went through in my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.
Yo, alright, yo, we gotta read the comments, bro. She bold as fuck leaving these comments on, bro. The family cookout's gonna be awkward. This girl is clearly a pathological liar. If he was abusive and didn't know how to control his anger, then what? And then why he didn't beat your ass? Yo. Our relationship wasn't picture perfect as it seems. Rumor, nigga, is true. Bro, first boyfriend. Your first boyfriend is your cousin. Oh my god, bro, they flaming her. Alright, bro, if y'all wanna know how I feel about this situation, this is all I gotta say. Alright, nah, but for real, like, obviously, the relationship was not good, bro. They both in the wrong. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I don't really know what else to say, bro. This whole thing is just crazy. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow the links in the description. I'll catch y'all later.